It's not about personality matrices and charts. It's all about the bumps in your heart.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm remodeling actually the apartment in the city living map. I got really inspired for the floor plan by Dr. Ashley, who redid it. I totally recommend checking out her channel. She's a really good Sims 4 builder, and she also does gameplay, so that's absolutely a great Sims 4 builder. I just changed a couple things. But yeah, it's pretty much the same. Just, yeah, like I said, a couple changes to the build. I was imagining that when I was remaking this apartment, it would be kind of for a young adult who just got a new apartment or something like that, and it's kind of modern, and it still has to feel like someone's still living there, but it's brand new. They just moved in and they're so happy about it, you know? That's kind of the backstory that I made in my head and that I tried to keep throughout the build, especially in the bedroom. I felt like you really see that the most. And yeah, I did try to go for something slightly different, like for the arches. I usually use the plain arches. I'm just hesitating on using that. But then I decided to go for a base game arch that I usually don't use, and I actually did not know that it had that much detail because it's usually in a black swatch, like when you first see it, and so you don't actually see the detail on it, and I'm really glad that I did try it because it looks really nice. I absolutely do not regret using that archway. I did want to use an archway because I thought it kept the space pretty open, because since this apartment, it is pretty big, but it's not giant, you know, it's still kind of small. I did want to make it feel pretty open, and so I didn't use that many doors because I thought that would kind of close off the spaces in the bedroom and all that. But I do still put I did put a curtain around the archway in the bedroom. That way it's kind of as if there was a bit more privacy, if you can pretend that your sim can close the curtains and it's a bit more private. I also try to go for something a bit different in the kitchen because usually I do one wall with brick, white brick or black brick or something like that, and then the rest is color. But this time I chose to do the full room in the spade tile, I think it was. So that was, I kind of wanted to change up a couple things that I did, but still stay in my comfort zone. So yeah. I did really want to incorporate in this build the Dream Home Decorator Pack. I know it's not called that, it's Dream Home Decor, but I don't know. I'm probably going to be saying that through the whole video because it's just more natural to say. I did go for a base game floor too. I went for a base game floor and matched the wood to the counters that I used. I really like this tone of wood. I like this type of wood, and another type of wood is the more of a light wood, because I feel like those two are kind of neutral and aren't yellow, because some of the wood swatches are kind of yellow, and I don't really like that. It just looks a bit weird, I find, personally. I don't, so I decided to go for that wood color that I really like. I did use the Cool Kitchen appliances because they're really clean, and I find that they just look brand new. If it's a new apartment that just got remodeled or something, I felt that really fit the backstory that I talked about. And a trick that I do is I put a counter in the kitchen, not the kitchen, of course there's counters in the kitchen, in the fridge. That way it's more connected to the rest of the kitchen, and I just find that it looks better than just having it have those awkward spaces in between the counter and the fridge. So yeah, I did do that. Something that actually bothers me about the Dream Home Decorator pack is actually that the main cabinet is open. I like 2 other packs did that, and it annoys me when they do that, because that means that you have to use like the side cabinets to get something that's closed and not open and repeating, which means that I have to like scoot everything over so that there's not an awkward space in between some cabinets. There still ends up being a space, but it's all the way on the end, so you don't really see it that much. It's kind of tucked away, I guess. So yeah, but I feel like it would be so much better if The Sims 4 didn't do that. It's just it's annoying when they do it. So I did kind of put the island. I guess it's kind of not something that anyone would usually do, but I thought it looked good, and it's completely functional still. I mean, the whole kitchen is still functional. I just put it's not like it's coming outwards of the kitchen. It's still against the wall. I did also kind of try to hide the electrical box and stuff, because, I mean, it's still visible. I know that, but it's still kind of hidden, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't look that bad. It's fine if you don't think about it too much. But yeah, I did I have a really hard time with clutter in kitchens, because I feel like if there's too much, it just looks messy, but then if there's not enough, it just looks kind of weird. I wanted it to still feel like, this person that I'm imagining, just moved in, but they still did, I guess, put their stuff around the kitchen and all that. They have completely moved in, but they haven't been living in there that long, so it's not very messy or anything like that. It's still pretty clean and organized, I guess you could say. So yeah, I did still want some clutter around the kitchen, because or else it just looks like a showroom. Personally, I feel like it just looks like a showroom, and I don't love that when I make a house. And I feel like there should just be more kitchen items to decorate, because it's kind of like, you stick a plant wherever you can to fill up some space. And I feel like there should be more designated kitchen items. That would be really nice, but that would come with a base game. Something that I really actually like to do to fill in that little glass area in the Dream Home Decorator pack is actually use the medicine, size it down, and raise it up and just place it in there. And I just like how it looks. It's like, oh, you have some medicine for when you're sick or something like that. I just find it a bit more, it makes the kitchen a bit more homey, I would say. So that's something that I really like to do. And yeah. I didn't do that much other things in the kitchen. I just added clutter, plants. I did add that little stand for the cakes that comes with, I think it's Get Together, if I'm correct. But yeah, I didn't add that much. I just more clutter. I feel like that's all you can really do for a build in the kitchen. I actually could have used the gift items in the bedroom, those little lights that you can see at the bottom, but I didn't actually. But I think I just totally forgot about it, because I actually do remember thinking about it oh, I can put that in the bedroom, but then after I totally forgot about it, which I'm kind of sad about, because I do think that would have been a nice touch, but I don't really know where I would have put it. So I don't know. I mean, it's fine. The bedroom still looks good, and it has enough stuff on the walls. I did also have to fill in the corner there in the kitchen, but I didn't really know how to add, what to add, not how to add, because it's a kitchen, you don't, you kind of just have the essentials for kitchen, and I didn't really know what else to put, so I just put a plant, a lamp, and I think it was an umbrella holder thing, which is kind of random. I feel like it should be in the entry, but I mean, I needed something else. And that little lamp that I used, actually, I wish that there was a plain white swatch. That would just make me so happy, because I love that lamp, but it has that metal look to it, and I guess it might have been the vibe that they wanted to go with, but it would be so nice to just have a plain white swatch. I would just love that. Absolutely love that if The Sims 4 did that. I'm really sad that they didn't do that in the new Swatch update. But, I'm going to have to deal with it until that maybe never happens. So yeah, I just kind of continue decorating the kitchen, and I added this little tea bag rack thing. I don't know what it's called, but I absolutely love it. I just find it really cute, and I find that it adds color to the kitchen, and it just looks like clutter, but it's still organized clutter. So, I don't know. It's just really cute. I did also have to add a tea machine thing because I feel like if there's tea bags, there has to be a tea machine thing. So yeah, I almost forgot actually to put the hood thing, and I like putting them like in the cabinet. It just looks kind of more built in, and I really like that look. And for once I decided to put a thermostat in the kitchen, or in the whole house. I usually don't put those, but I did end up moving it to the other side of the archway because I had to add I didn't have to, but I wanted to add aprons. That was the only spot that I could actually put it, so I had to move the thermostat to the other side of the archway. I actually am really sad that the carpet didn't have a matching swatch to the curtains because I really like the curtains blue color, but the carpet wasn't the same, and I was really sad about that. But I did find matching curtains to the first curtains. I think it's from Parenthood, so that was really nice. I then moved on to the bathroom. I just wanted to get that out of the way. I did try something a bit new. I actually really like the university shower because you can make it a lot more custom, and you can you can just kind of customize how you want the shower to be instead of it being very closed off like the one tile showers that you can usually that come with the base game and other packs. So I decided to use that, but I did still separate it from the sink with a half wall because you still need it to be a bit closed off. It's still a shower. So yeah, I used the Snowy Escape toilet because it has a blue light, and also it just looks more fancy and modern, I guess, because it's like those toilets that have like the little settings on it. And yeah, and that's actually the first time I used the Dream Home Decorator pack like sink. I usually don't use that. What do I use? I don't know. I just use another sink. I forget which one though. As you guys can see right here, I separated the sink with the half wall, but the wallpaper wasn't actually working well. It just made it dark on the half wall, so you can't actually see it. It just looks like a dark navy blue, I guess. So that's kind of sad. I tried putting a little foot mat, I guess, in front of the shower, but then I saw the spade. I don't know what that's called, like that little wooden thing, and I put it actually in the shower, and it's kind of like, it makes your Sims not able to slip or something. That was the first time I actually did that, and I thought it looked really nice. So I might actually redo that. I'm really happy I found that. I would have actually put a laundry basket, but then I also realized I don't have enough space, but also that means that my Sim would literally have laundry going everywhere. I don't know if that's only if you have the laundry machine, but I didn't want to risk that. And anyways, like I said, I didn't have enough space, but I guess I could have put it in the bedroom, but you know what? I decided not to. So I'm just kind of adding decorations on the wall right now. It's really annoying to do 3x2 bathroom. I mean, it's not annoying, the bathroom setup. It's more just for decorating the walls because you have to like have the walls up, and it just gets all confusing and stuff because the wall gets in the camera and stuff, and it's all annoying. And then right here, I like putting clutter on the sink, but the thing is I put the move objects cheat in, and it still wouldn't, like the toothbrush and all that holder thing wouldn't raise up, and I was so confused, so I just ended up re-clicking it, and I felt so dumb to the fact that I didn't know I just had to re-click it. So that was kind of sad. But yeah, so I like to add clutter on the sink because it just makes it look like someone's actually living there. So yeah, I'm really sad that there isn't a matching like hand towel for the base game towel that I used, like the body towel and the hand towel. They aren't matching, and it really annoyed me. So I just made the towel kind of the color of the wood that I used in the bathroom. I don't know if it matches. I don't know. It was kind of annoying. I also wanted a bit of greenery in the bathroom. I felt like I didn't actually put that much in the rest of the house. I did put like some potted plants, like the big ones, but I didn't put like a lot of small ones, and I feel like I could have put more, but you know what, it's fine. I mean, you guys can always change that if you guys wanted to, but you know, I'm just gonna have to deal with that. I guess I can always change it, but before I like upload it to the gallery, but I mean, I want to try to keep it as close as possible to the one I made in the video and resist the urge of changing anything. It's really hard actually to decorate the walls in a bathroom because you can't actually put posters or family things because that would kind of look weird. So I did add like the plant pictures from Tiny Living. I really like that painting. And I did add some shelves. But I did have to size them down, which meant that some things I couldn't actually put them on the shelves unless I sized them down, and it just looked a bit weird. So, you know, I was kind of limited to what I used. So, yeah. But I did make them the same wood as the holder for the towel. I wanted everything to kind of match, and I'm really happy about a swatch update, even if, like I said before, there isn't the one for that lamp. I just wanted a white swatch. It's not there, but you know what? I'm gonna deal with it. At least we got a lot more matching woods. There still isn't like all woods that match. I feel like they could have just done that every single thing with wood matched. That would have been so nice, but you know what? At least we have more things that match. And that's a really good thing. So yeah, I just added a bit more clutter on the shelves, and I did actually end up adding a mirror behind the shelf, and I'm really happy about it. It just looked really nice. Right now I'm adding, once again, more greenery because you need plants, and I did twist it like a tiny bit so it's not straight, as you guys can see, compared to the line of the shelf, because it looks like someone actually placed it there, and it just looks more realistic. That's my personal opinion. So I mean, if you guys didn't like that, you guys can always just put it straight. I don't know. It's just what I like to do. I tried to continue the pink theme with the mirror and stuff, but it kind of looked like a reddish color, and I feel like it doesn't match the bathroom vibe. I don't know. That's once again, my personal opinion. So I did change the color to a blue color of the light to a blue color, and actually I realized that it matched the toilet that has the blue light actually in it, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of funny. I'm gonna leave it, you know. I feel like blue makes me think of bathrooms. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know if that's just me, but yeah. Yeah. I do sometimes find some random clutter when I'm like working on a room and I just put it in that room, you know, because I'm like, I don't want to forget to put that, you know. I was actually going to use that carpet that I just placed, but then I ended up not, because the thing is that the corner of the carpet went into the bedroom and it just looked a bit weird. I was like, that's, you know, kind of awkward. I don't know. I don't know if it's exactly awkward the right word, but I don't know. It's just, I didn't like it. So I changed it to this little carpet trick that someone that I know taught me, and it's that, you know, you use those round carpets from the Get to Work pack, and you just place them on top of each other, but they're sized in different sizes, so from big to small. And then I changed them to be different like colors, but it's kind of annoying how you can't change the color of a carpet when it's like, when you don't click on the middle, and since they were all centered, I had to move the top two carpets, which meant that after I had to change the color of the base carpet, but that was kind of annoying because then I had to replace it centered, and that was a bit tedious because I wanted it to be perfectly centered. So yeah, that was a bit annoying. And it's also annoying that you can't delete the chalk thing on the floor. So I did try to cover it up as much as possible with the carpet, but the carpet still needed to be centered. So yeah, it's not completely covered, but it's fine. Here I actually used the ottoman from Spa Day. Yeah, from Spa Day. And I felt like it just looked a bit too hard or like not comfy enough. So I did try to put things to make it look like pillows and stuff, but that did not work with the mushrooms. So I actually used the little cube things from Tiny Living. I just sized them down and raised them up and placed them so that it looked like pillows or like a pillow on it. But the thing is that this does make it non-functional. It's not functional anymore, but I mean, you guys can always change that if you guys wanted. I find that it looks cute and it looks more comfy. It is a bit, it does clip a bit, but it's fine, you know. I'm gonna do what I have to do to get a cute little ottoman. But then after, I did realize that I needed to make it all straight because it wasn't actually perfectly straight since I wasn't in the top view. So I did end up cutting a bit of the video so I could get it like pretty much perfectly straight. So that's why it just kind of changes at one point. I try to get the camera back to the closest possible view of what it was before. But I don't know if it's perfect, so yeah. Sorry if it's kind of weird. But then also another thing that I realized is that I should have colored all of the ottomans before actually placing them, because then I needed to change the color one by one, and that was a bit annoying. Right now I'm just kind of replacing it, but then I realized that it wasn't straight, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna cut the video, make it straight, and fix it, you know, because this is gonna take way too long if I actually do it on the video. It was actually really hard to get it straight because since they're not perfectly square, they're like kind of rounded. I wanted it to look like a straight line, but that didn't mean that it was kind of hard to get it straight. I don't know, that's kind of contradictory, I guess, but yeah, that was a bit annoying. Especially with the white, you can really see the difference of like how it's a bit curved, and so I was like, I cannot leave that because that's gonna bother me and stay in my consciousness till I change that. So yeah, I did end up changing that. And I found this, I saw this thing from Tiny Living and I was like, I really want to put this in the kitchen. I didn't actually have a lot of space to put it. I did still squeeze it in because I really liked it. I mean, you know, it does look a bit bulky, I guess, in that corner that already has a lot of things, but I really wanted it, and I was like, I can't put it over the stove because there's the fire alarm there. So I did end up just kind of putting it there, you know. I did also realize that the little cube things from Tiny Living were peeking from under the ottoman thing bench, and I wanted to cover it with like pillars. I tried matching the pillars, but I wasn't able to find the right color pillars that were like plain because they all had detailing. And I was so annoyed. I was like, why can't there just be a pillar that is the right brown and plain? It's not that hard. So I was kind of annoyed about that, and I kind of ended up giving up. I did actually try to use the spot A hook, like jacket hook that you can put on the wall, but whenever I got close to being the right spot, it just went onto the wall behind it, and since we're in an apartment, I can't actually delete the walls, so that was also kind of annoying. I just kind of gave up, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna leave it how it is. I just won't think about it, you know, it's fine. I do actually wish that the Tiny Living things had more swatches of like browns, because right now I had to use the white for it, which is kind of plain, because there is either just a very yellowy brown or like a reddish yellowy darker brown, so that's a bit annoying. I did also try to use like this calendar thing on the fridge, but every time I got close to being on the fridge, it would just go onto the wall, and I was really annoyed about that. I wish that there was like a button that you could click so I wouldn't do that. That would be really nice. So yeah, I was gonna put skateboards on the walls, but then on the wall. But then after I realized that there wasn't the right swatch or like anything that I really wanted that matched the rest of the room. And so I was kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to do something else. I ended up using the Jungle Adventure little, I don't know what it's called, but it's like this wall decoration that has a pattern. I don't know. So yeah, here I'm actually just putting the aprons and changing the thermostat because I really wanted the aprons, and I was like, you know what? It's kind of behind things, but I don't really care. I also here's when I realized that I couldn't move the door, which meant that it was stuck against the wall. And so if I wanted to put stuff on that wall, it was a bit, it would maybe block it, but in the end, it doesn't block it. It's fully functional. It just kind of annoyed me because I don't love it when doors are stuck to the wall, like right next to it. I like it when there's at least like a tiny space. Even if it's really tiny, I just feel like it looks so much better, and it just annoyed me so much. But it's still fully functional how I did it in the end, so it totally doesn't matter. I mean, it still ended up cute. So yeah, and you guys might see me like placing stuff in the bedroom, and that's just because I wanted to use it, and I was like, you know, this is cute, and I want to remember to use it, and so I just put it in the bedroom to not forget, because, or else I was sure to forget. So yeah, I just kind of went back and forth from the bedroom to the entryway, but yeah, I'm just finishing up the entryway, kind of putting what's called like clutter and lights and all that, because you know, you don't want the place to be empty, you know, it has to still be looking like someone is living there. So yeah, I did just add clutter. Oh, here actually I was trying to unlock the locked objects, and the thing is that, you know, I have a tab on my phone that tells me what the cheat is because I keep on forgetting it because it's long. And it's weird because there are two choices that you can do, and one of them doesn't work, but it's a shorter version. It's like show edit live objects or something like that. I don't know if it works for anyone else, but for me it doesn't work. And so I had to use the longer one, which was like ignore gameplay something, I forget. So I was a bit annoyed about that because it wasn't working. I was like, maybe I made a typo or something. It just wasn't working. It was like annoying. So that was a bit of a waste of time, but I don't know. I didn't spend that much time on it. I did actually end up using the same light that I put in the kitchen. I know that they're like really close, but I was like, you know what? It fits perfectly in that spot. That's what I love about this lamp, is that it kind of just squeezes anywhere pretty easily. But yeah, I don't know. It's not perfect, I know, but it's really annoying. I feel like there should be more selections of like floor lamps because there is not enough. At least personally, I find that there's not enough floor lamps, and so that just annoys me sometimes. I did also put a shoe rack, and I put one pair of shoes in between from the Dream Home Decorator pack in between the two bottom pairs, and it fit perfectly, and I was so happy about that. I don't know why. I just found it so satisfying that how perfectly it fit. And I do really wish that with the Dream Home Decorator pack, it came with like an empty shelf, just like the ones for the shoe rack things from the shoe rack, but just it was empty. That way you can put like the shoes that come with the Dream Home Decorator pack. And another thing would be really cool if there was more swatches for the shoe rack, and also if there were kid shoes. I really wish that there were kid shoes because they have kid clothes in the Dream Home Decorator pack, but they don't have kid shoes. And I don't understand why, because, you know, if you have a kid, you know, it'd be nice to have some kid shoes laying around. And I just feel like it was such a missed opportunity to put kid shoes. So yeah, but since there's no kids living in this build, it's completely fine that there isn't kid shoes. You know, it's not taking anything away or something like that. But Yeah, I just tried to put a bit clutter in the entryway. I was really scared actually that the mirror or the shelf was gonna like block anyone from coming in, but it doesn't in the end, so I'm really happy about that because that means that I could leave it how it was. It's fully functional, the entryway, so do not worry about that. The whole house is actually functional. I tested it out and everything. I'm doing a bit of gameplay in the house, and I just made like a young adult who just moved in and works as a dream home decorator person. I really wish I could have fit that jungle adventure mirror, but it didn't fit. It was just too big, and I was really sad about that because I wasn't able to incorporate it in the build. It's such a nice mirror. I'm just kind of sad about that, but it's fine. I just put a plant, and yeah, I just put some other clutter. I didn't actually know what to put, but I ended up putting like, I wanted a statue maybe, but I didn't know, so I just put some vases or pots or whatever you call them. I'm not sure what the real thing is. And yeah, I just added more pots again. Again, from Tiki, or, well, why did I say Tiki? I just feel like it's, I don't know, just ignore that. From the Jungle Adventure Pack. So, yeah, I finished the entryway, and then I passed on to the bedroom. As you guys can see, like I said before, earlier in the video, I added the curtains that kind of add a separation to the two rooms. I put the little platform, and that's for the bed to actually go onto. So yeah, so it's a bit separated from the rest. I tried putting the painting rack thing, but it was just a bit too like big and bulky, and I just thought that it made the room feel a bit squished, even though there was literally nothing else in the room. But I just thought it didn't really work well with the room. So I did just put some canvases, kind of give off the same vibe of, someone's painting, like this person knows how to paint and stuff. Just, it's more of a hobby than a full-on job, I guess. So yeah, I did make this little corner next to the two big windows. I put the easel and a little chair and a side table with a bit of clutter on it. And I just thought it turned out really cute. Actually, that little corner, I was so happy about it, even though it was really simple. I just really liked it. And also for this bedroom, I did go for the theme of like pastels, I guess, mostly pinks, and the walls are pastel green and mostly light wood and stuff. Even I really wish that the easel also had more swatches. That would be so nice to have like more swatches, because right now you only have those 3 colors of wood, and it would be nice even if there was just like a white swatch. That would be really nice actually. I really wish that they did that in the swatch update. Oh, I just remembered that I was gonna put a lava lamp on the the YouTube desk thing, but then I ended up not doing it. I totally forgot about it. I would have done it, but I forgot about it. So I might add it after, once I'm done with this recording. So yeah, it's not in the video, but it will be when I'm done. So I actually really like that that decorating board thing, swatches and all, with the swatches and all that. I don't know what it's called. I really don't know how anything is called. So yeah, I was gonna put the desk there first, but then after I ended up moving it, because I put the YouTube desk there instead. And I actually then moved it again a third time because I realized that I wanted also a closet, or I needed an area for a wardrobe that I hadn't put in. And I was like, how's my sim gonna get their clothes? How are they gonna change and stuff? I actually love the fact that you can change the chair for the YouTube table. I know that it's been there for a while and I knew about it already, but it's just, I don't know, it's just a small detail that I really like. So yeah, I did also put some clutter on that YouTube desk thing because I just thought I made it look more realistic. Like maybe this person was reviewing a product or something. I don't know what, but I just thought it made it look more realistic and more cluttered up since, someone still is living here, and that's kind of what I've been trying to do with the whole house. I don't know if I succeeded completely, so you guys tell me. I don't know. I really actually liked what the end result of this house was, but I mean, I built it myself, so of course I'm gonna think that it's good, because it's the choices that I made and stuff. So I would really love to hear what your guys' opinion is. Yeah, that would be really nice. So I did here just add some clutter, it's like I kind of separated the two desks so that it's like one is more for decorating and like work. So it's kind of like the person's main job is they're like a decorator or, interior designer, all that stuff. And then as a hobby, they do like painting and YouTube and all that stuff. I also realized actually that I didn't have a living room. I actually did kind of know that from the beginning, but then I kind of forgot about it completely. So I did just put like the tiny living little TV stand and a TV on it. I know that the TV is a bit too big for the stand, but I wanted a big TV. And your sim can always watch it from that chair that's next to the easel. So yeah, that TV was actually giving me a hard time because I didn't want to place correctly because I wanted it to be slightly turned. It just wasn't placing correctly. It was so annoying. You guys are gonna see me struggle a bit with it. It was just so annoying because with the platform next to it, oh my god, I don't know, it was just really weird. So I had some struggles with that. I also put some CDs under it, even though I think that it's like a kids show CDs. I don't know, because it looks like on the cover, like the back thing behind the CDs, it looks like there's the bunny mascot costume thing. So I'm guessing that's probably because it's for kids. But I just thought it looked nice. If you don't look at it too much, it looks okay, right? So yeah, in the end I still kept it because I already had the other CDs on the desk. So I did just end up leaving it, even though, it might be for kids. We're just not going to talk about it. So yeah, I did also put that little, I don't know what it's called. It's like for avocados, right? I don't know. If anyone knows, please tell me. On the desk, that way it adds a bit of greenery, and it's like, this person's trying to grow plants or whatever. Yeah. I do wish that like your Sims could actually like water plants and all that, take care of the plants. But not like, like vegetables and all that, like stuff that's in pots. I feel like that'd be really a nice detail. I think that was in another Sims. I don't know which one it was. If it was like the Sims 2 or 3, I forget. But it was like you could water plants and they would die, I think, if you couldn't. I don't know. So yeah. But I really wish that The Sims did that. But I do think that I would forget to water my plants if they did do that. I think that I would, like, pretty much all my plants would be dying if that happened at the same time. So I don't know. I would like it, but at the same time I wouldn't like it. I don't know. So yeah. I just kind of continued struggling with the TV, as you guys could see. And then I was like, you know what? I got it at an okay position. I'm just gonna, move on to the bed. I was gonna put a fence, but then for some reason it just wasn't working. It was like you guys can see that the first time it worked, but then after I was like, you know what? If you put a fence here, it's gonna delete the TV. That was a bit annoying, so I did let it just not have a fence. Your sim is not gonna die from falling off a step, I think, right? But another thing that The Sims could have done is actually let you change the swatch of the platforms, because, I mean, it's concrete. It kind of looks like, you were gonna paint it, but then you got lazy and didn't. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. It's not the best. It's not the worst either. But, I mean, they could have done it. They could have done it. I did put the desk under the bed because, like I said before, I did realize that I needed a closet. And this is something that I just love about the new Sims pack is the fact that you can make custom closets and all that, because that way you can make a walk-in closet. And yeah, you can. Non mais papa, tu m'as fait tourner là. So yeah, I do really like the fact that with the new Dream Home Decorator like pack, you can make custom closets. I just feel like that adds so much more freedom to the game. You can also just make like TV stands or like built-in wall things. I don't know what it's called exactly, but I do really like that because instead of just having a plain dresser with like, I don't know, a mirror over it and some clutter, you can really customize it with the fact that you have a closet. And I love the fact that there's the clothes and stuff. And like I said before, they do have the kids' clothes. And I do feel like they should just add the kids' shoes. I don't know, just one little pair of kids' shoes would be so nice. But, I'm gonna deal with it for now. So I did try to make like a little cute corner with like a chair and a plant for the next to the closet. But yeah, no, I left it. Yeah. And then I made the closet. And actually, so the closet did glitch a bit. There was this one part of the closet that just kept on like disappearing. You won't see that in the video because it was like when you would when you went to like the live mode, it didn't do it. I totally blinked on what that was called. But then when you would like go back into the build from Manage Worlds, it just would have disappeared, and it was really weird. It just bugged, and it was so annoying. And actually the stuff on the desk, like the chair and the decorations on there, also did that, and I was so confused as to why. So it was actually just the desk. So I did change the desk, and I also changed that one thing from the closet to cubbies and like little squares where I can put more clutter. So it is different from in the video, but it's still, I try to keep it as similar as possible. It was just that, or else everything was disappearing, and that was a bit of annoying. So yeah, it is different, but you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do to get something to not glitch. It was so annoying. I was struggling with that yesterday because I didn't understand what the problem was. And I was like, maybe I can just change the desk or change what the thing is. I don't know. It was really weird. So yeah, I actually literally thought that something was interfering with the desk, and I was like, maybe if I delete the painting next to the desk, it'll work. It still didn't. So, you know what? I'm happy that I was able to figure out the bug, but still annoying, and I hope that bug gets fixed. For the clothes, I actually made like a section for like more fancy clothes and a section for more casual clothes. And I did try to keep the clothes like kind of neutral, but at the same time I wanted them to have different colors because in real life you're not gonna I feel like most people don't just wear one color. Actually, I kind of do, but I wanted it to look pretty realistic. So I did put the casual shoes under the casual clothes, and then I put more fancy shoes under the fancy clothes. Keep it kind of organized. And I put more clutter around and on top of the closet to, make it, once again, look realistic like I've been trying to do. So, and also you guys, just kind of random, but still feel like saying it. The fact that I have money, I did cheat it in because, I didn't want to have a limit for when I was building, but that's because my sim is actually living in the apartment, which means that, you don't have infinite money. So yeah, but it doesn't really change anything. I just wanted to put that out there, I guess. But I'm almost done with this build. I just added a bit more clutter, stuff on the wall, and I I actually didn't really know what I wanted to put on the wall, and in the end, I kind of used the painting from Tiny Living in the bathroom. I know that, like, I kind of repeated it, but I tried changing it a tiny bit, but I didn't really know what to put. So, I was like, no one will know that it's the same. Because the problem with the other paintings, I don't know what it's from, but the ones that are on the wall right now, is that the frame doesn't have like a different swatch. And so I was a bit annoyed about that because it wouldn't match the rest. So I just used the one from Tiny Living. I know it's the plants because I did change one of them though, so it's not exactly the same, but it's still pretty similar. So I'm sorry about that, but it just looked better. No one will know that they're the same paintings. No one will know that. So I did just kind of check like if everything looked good, and now that the photos are rolling, I wanted to thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this speed build. I will be doing more of these. I will also try to post regularly, but with school it might be a bit hard, so I'm sorry if I'm not able to post during a week, but I'm going to try to post pretty regularly. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this once again. So yeah, bye guys, see you guys next time.